greet you with the best of salutations of peace and blessings. Hey YouTube, how are you guys? It's Nadeerah. I'm back again with another episode. Today is Monday, January 30th, 2017. It's been a while. Well, I think about a week and a half, 2 weeks since I made a video, and that's because I haven't been feeling well. My back and my neck has been giving me a lot of issues, stiffness and pain and aching. So I think it's part of it is because of the weather. We've been having a lot of rain, and it hasn't been very cold. It's been on the warmer side considering for winter, but my back didn't care for it too much. So I'm here today. I'm feeling a little better, still having some achiness and what have you, but I was like, I really need to do a video. I really do. I want to share all the fun that I've been having. I also want to thank all of you, all the people who have subscribed to my channel, all the viewers, all the sweet comments. Thank you so very much. It does my heart so good. It makes me feel wonderful to hear from you guys. Thank you so much. And because of that, I want to give something to you. I want to do a giveaway, and we're going to talk about that toward the end of this episode, God willing. But just to show my appreciation to all you guys showing me love, I appreciate it. Let's start with works in progress. Whips. My poor virus shawl. This has been a whip for a couple of weeks now, maybe a month, and I have not worked on it since the last time I showed it at all. It has gotten no love, and it's so pretty. I really need to work on this, but I've been busy creating other things that I just have not set aside time for it. So it has been totally ignored. Haven't shown it any love at all. And this is being done. I showed you before the Premier Puzzle yarn. No love. But God willing, I'll get to it once I get over all the other stuff that I'm working on. I get a little sidetracked sometimes. Also, work in progress, my never-ending blanket. Have not added anything to it either. It's still the same. No changes. I ended with the little red. Just keep dropping it. The red. And I haven't added anything to this at all. So this didn't get any love. Work in progress is this here. I finished one last time I did a video, and I started a second one because I had a little bit left, and this is actually almost done. I have just this little bit of yarn left, which is more than enough because I think I only have to do maybe 2 more rows of single crochet along the bottom here, but the rest is finished. So it's on its way to being a finished object. Not quite yet. Still a whip. Still a work in progress. So put that back over here. Okay. Also, work in progress is this here. This is going to be, God willing, a dickie for my husband. So he wanted it to be a little longer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a half square here and a half square here. And then I'm going to make a second one of these for his back. And then I'm going to sew the shoulders for each side together, the front and back. And then I'm going to pick up stitches and go around and make like a turtleneck. But I think I'm going to do it in a rib stitch, maybe a 2x2. So this is coming out lovely. I've been working on this pretty much a lot, and that's what I have so far. So far this is only the front and it's not quite complete. This square, I think I'm going to end it, and then I'm going to do a half a square here. This is going to be a half a square. So then I have to do the back. So this is progressing well. I'm using US 10 6mm needle. This is the I think it's called Knitter's Pride needles, and I really like these, and I love the color. It's purple, you can see they're purple, and I like them. The yarn I'm using is Impeccable by Loops and Thread. This is 100% acrylic, medium 4 weight, 192 yards, 3.5 ounces, 175 meters, or 100 grams. So far, out of this one ball, I've gotten, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 squares so far. So I think this is enough to do another half square. So I say it takes 2 balls, 1 ball for the front, 1 ball for the back, and probably like a half a ball to do the neck. So I have 4 of these all together, so I have more than enough to finish. So this right here, I'm loving it. I'm loving the colors. The only block that I have an issue with is this one right here. It's like I got a patch of brown and a patch of black, and then it stripes up. It didn't do like the other squares that has more like a striping effect. I like that a lot better. I was thinking about taking this square out and, I don't know, redoing it, starting maybe at a different section in the yarn so it could be more striped instead of pooling right here. But I don't know. Maybe I'll put this one in the back. Maybe I'll make this side the back, and when I do the next one, that'll be the front. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little too anal about it. Okay, so that's that. Work in progress. I started a pair of socks, and this one, let me hold it this way. This one I've done the ribbing. I've gone down the leg, and I did the heel flap and the turn right here. And now I have already picked up the stitches along the heel flap, and I'm working my way down the foot, so it will go like this, is what you're seeing. And this yarn, I found it at Michael's. If you could tell, it has like a glitter to it, and I love it. It's not as soft as I would like it to be. I wish it were a little softer, but so far it's working out. And of course I do mines 2 at a time, and I use the 9-inch circular needles until I get to the heel flap. I just feel more comfortable using double points when I do the heel flap and the turn, or because I'm scared I'm going to drop stitches. And I would just hate to drop stitches after working all this way and then get here and start dropping stitches. So I just feel a little more secure to use the double points. And what I do is, as I do the heel flap, what they call this the partridge heel. As I do the heel flap and turn, I just leave the double pointed here. And what I did is I put rubber bands, you can see, on the tips, because I don't want to drop any stitches. I'm like paranoid about dropping stitches, because but So far so good. I finished the heel flap and turn on this one as well, and all I have to do is pick up the stitches here and here, and then as I come around, I'm gonna knit this 9 inch out and go to the double points. And when I finish doing the heel gusset, then I knit back into the sock with this 9 inch needle, and go down to the toe. When I get to the toe, then I go back to the double points again. So oh, let me tell you about this yarn. Now this yarn I found at Michael's, and it's called Pizzazz. I'll show you the label here. It's called Pizzazz, and it's 218 yards, 200 meters, 1.76 ounce, 50 grams. It's 72% superwash wool, 24% nylon, and 4% metallic. So I guess that's the sparkly bits. Am I holding that upside down? Sorry, guys. I guess that's the sparkly bits that's in there. And I call myself trying to find the repeats in the yarn so I could start the sock at the same point so they'll be matching. And for some reason, I got to the same point in the ball, but it seemed like one colorway is going down and the other one is going up, meaning if I turn this one upside down, I guess if you can see it, and line it up, they match. So I don't understand how they wound the balls. I guess one is in reverse. And I didn't realize it till after I almost was done with the ribbing here. That's when I realized. And then at that point I was like, I'm not ripping it out. It's just gonna be uh similar. It won't be the same. And also for the heel flap, I'm using Lion Brand Sock Ease in the colorway Grape Soda. So this colorway, by the way, for the Pizzazz is called Purple Multi. So I bought 2 balls of it so I could do 2 socks at a time. But I come to the realization, I'm using a size 2 needle, that I don't need 2 balls to do a pair of socks, which I thought I would, being that I have really large feet, and large and wide feet, I should say. Uh, let's see, on to finished objects. I finished my first pair of socks. Yay! So this was done in the burnout socks. I showed you this before as I was working on it. And the reason why I say I'm thinking I really don't need 2 balls to do 2 socks is because one, I'm using a different yarn for the heel and the toe, for one. And then the other reason is, after I finished this pair of socks, I weighed this yarn. And this yarn comes up to 50 grams, which is the amount of 1 ball. So one is like 25 and the other one is like 24.5 grams. So it's like, okay, I can really make a whole nother pair of socks. So now I guess it depends on the yarn, maybe too. But I did the same thing as I did with this purple sock. I'm using a size 2 needles, and this one I cast on less stitches though. This one, when I tried to do the 60, I think it was at 62 or 64, it was way too big. So I went down to 48, and this fits my foot perfectly, no problems. So I think maybe this yarn is a little thicker than this yarn. So this yarn I cast on 60. 60 was the magic number for this sock. So I guess with every time you try a yarn, I guess you need to do a gauge and check to see how things are working out. But I'm really thinking as long as I do the heel and the toe in the contrasting color or a different yarn, then I can get a pair of socks out of one 50-gram ball, which is kind of awesome. With my, being this long and having feet as big as mine are, because that's an issue. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the rest of this. I'm thinking maybe a hat maybe for my daughter, because I don't think my son will like it, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. Meanwhile, we'll live on the shelf. Okay, next finished object. My son, I wanted to make a sweater. I think I mentioned it in my last video. I wanted to make a sweater for my son out of some carrot cakes that I got from Michael's. I think it was called blueberry something. The color it had like different colors of blue with a little gray in it, and I thought that would be good for him. Then I thought about it. It does say hand wash, lay flat to dry, or something to that. And I was like, for a little boy that is like my little boy, that's always having stains and everything he eats, it seems to wind up on his shirt somewhere. So, and he also seems to use his shirt as a napkin, and I can't stand it. Every time he gets something on his hand, he's like, but anyway, I was thinking maybe the carrot cakes, even though it's so beautiful, I love the colorway. I don't think the carrot cakes will work for him. I told him that I wanted to make him a sweater. I was going through his clothes to see if I could find like a t-shirt or something so I could kind of figure out my stitch counts and how I wanted to form the neck line. And because I like to do the sweaters top down. And he was like, I don't want a sweater. I said, okay. He said, I want a scarf. I said, you want a scarf? He said, yeah, I want a scarf. So I told him, come up to the craft room and pick out a yarn. So he came up. He was looking through the different yarns. He said, I like this one. And this is the one he picked. Bernat Super Saver Stripes. And I said, are you sure you want that one? He was like, yeah. I said, this has like purple and green and brown and turquoise. You sure you like that? He said, yeah, I like that. I want something colorful. So I said, okay. I said, are you sure? Because I wasn't sure. And he said, yes, this is what he wants. So I made him a scarf out of this. This is Bernat Super Saver Stripes. The colorway is Jungle Green Stripes. It's 5 ounces, 100% acrylic, 263 yards, 241 meters, or 5 ounces. This calls for an H hook, which is what I used. And I used about, this I wound out because after I got to a certain point, I ran out of yarn and I pulled from this one to get to the same color sequence so that it would be continuous and it wouldn't, clash. So this is what I have left. I used a whole ball and then that much. And this is what I got. Now look at the colors. It came out really nice. I think that's the back. I rolled it up because it was curling. If you can see, I'll roll it out for you. What I did is I crocheted a long strip down the very center. If you can see that down right here, down the center. And then I went around in granny squares fashion. So what I did, I didn't skip any stitches. I just did a chain, crochet 2, chain 1, and then crochet 2 into the corners. And did the same thing here and then just went back around. So I just went around and around like you would do in a granny square. So this is how it came out. And it wants to curl, it needs to be blocked. But it's interesting how the colors kind of laid together. And he likes it. He loves it. He said he loves the colors. I wouldn't have picked this for him. I probably would have went for more traditional boy colors, maybe blue or green or something. But this is what he picked, and it's nice and long. So yeah, it's really soft too, surprisingly soft. Because once I saw Super Value, I figured it's gonna be like Red Heart, but it's nothing like Red Heart. It's really really soft. So I need to block this. That's what I need to do, so it doesn't curl on me. So that's a finished object. And I think that's it for finished objects for me today. Oh no, it's not. I also did some dyeing. I joined, I can't talk today. I joined a mini square swap, and I dyed some mini skeins for it. This is one of them. I have it on my Etsy shop, this one. This is just a little, this is one of the minis, but I boiled it up because I want to put it in my sock blanket. Oh, I forgot to show you the progress with my sock blanket. I'll do that after this. This one is like reds and pinks with a little gray and burgundy. It's really nice. I really like this one. This is my new favorite. And this one is like a turquoise and a pale pink. Looks kind of washed out on the camera, but I call this one Cotton Candy, and this one I call Elixir. So those are gonna go in my. Uh, those already went out. Already mailed for the swap. I mailed those out, and I kept one of each for myself to go into my sock blanket. Um, Speaking of sock blanket, let me show you my sock blanket so far. Okay. Let's see. I have InstaWeave. All right, so let's see if I can. Okay, this one must have been. So this is it so far. All of these yarns is my hand dyed yarns that I've dyed myself, except for the black. The black is Deborah Norville's Everyday Sock yarn, and I believe it's black. So that's it so far. So I have a couple of mini skeins to tide me over. And this is pink and this is yellow. I don't know if it's coming out. It's like a really light pink and a really light yellow. It looks a little faded on the screen, but that's what it is. So I like the way it looks with the black in the middle. I made a little boo-boo right here. I put this one on backwards. But you know what? I'm not taking it out. It's going to stay right there, just like that. I made a mistake. Also, if you're interested in doing a mini swap with me, please comment down below or hit me up on Ravelry. On Ravelry, I am Queen Pin. I'm interested. Maybe we could do a swap. And let's see. Oh, finished objects. I've also worked on some sock blanks. I had an order actually on my Etsy shop, which I was so happy to get. Yay! This is a sock blank. I use my circular knitting machine to do this. And it's just a tube, continuous tube. And it's double knit. It's with 75% wool, 25% nylon. And I whip these out. And if you're watching, if you're the person who purchased it, it will be in the mail today. So I've been working on those. These are a lot of fun to make, by the way. So what you do with these is you dye them, according to your preference. This is one that I have dyed. And oops, everything wants to fall. This is one that I have dyed. This is like a pink and a turquoise with a little black in it. And then you knit from it, two at a time. So that's a finished object. So I guess that's it for all my finished objects. Yeah. So on to acquisitions or stash enhancements. As you saw from that sock blank right there, sock blank. Oh gosh, sock blocker. I ordered some of these, and this is 2 in a pack. This is going to be a part of my giveaway. So, this a set of sock blockers I'm going to give away. Also, some of my favorite project bags. So this is a project bag that I'm going to be giving away. It has a little handle, and it has it's lined inside. And you know what? I really like this bag. I got into a little trouble. I was driving. I had a cup of coffee in the cup holder. I can't talk. I had a cup of coffee in a cup holder as I was driving. I had this with my yarn inside on the seat next to me in the passenger seat. And when I was going up a hill and I went to make a turn, and the coffee said sploosh all over the floor, in the seat of the car, and all over this bag. I was like, oh my goodness, I think I ruined my project. So when I got to where I was going, I took a look inside, and guess what? Because of this water, I don't know if it's waterproof or water resistant coating they have inside of here, my project did not get ruined, and I was so glad. And what I did, I took a wet wipe and wiped off the outside, and it came right off nice and clean. So the one that you'll be getting is still in the plastic. So this one is mine. But you'll get one. And this has like some purples in it. I love purple, so you're gonna get. So one lucky winner would get a project bag. One lucky winner will get a set of sock blockers. And also you will get a set of minis, 2 minis, a separate. It's going to be 3 different prizes, 3 different winners. Let me make that clear. So the cotton candy yarn mini that I showed is 5 grams, and also the elixir mini. That's also going to be a part of the giveaway. So how do you enter? This is what you do. I want you guys to like this video. I also want you to subscribe to my channel, and I want you to comment below. Tell me that you want to be entered into this giveaway, and I want you to tell me what state, city, and country you live in. I want you to tell me your favorite products. No, I'm sorry. I want you to tell me your favorite color. What is your favorite color? Where do you live? City, town, state, and country. And that's it. So, once again, we have the sock blocker. We have the project bag. Was really, this is a what do they call these? Wet bag. The cloth diaper and moms, they know about this. And the sock yarn minis will be given out to 3 different people. Just comment down below where you're from. What did I say? My memory is gone. Where you're from, your favorite color, and make sure you like and subscribe. And we're gonna do a drawing I'm going to give you this about a week and a half so everyone can see it. So today is Monday, so I'll say maybe Tuesday, Wednesday-ish, Thursday-ish, in there somewhere, God willing. I will pick a winner. I'll close this out, pick a winner, and make another video to announce the winners. And this I'm doing just to tell you guys thank you. I appreciate you coming to my channel. I appreciate your comments, your likes, your subscriptions, and please share this video. I know there's other people who probably would like to get, some goodies, and we'll go from there. And I want to just say to everyone, thank you so much for coming to check me out. I so enjoy you guys, and I hope to see you next time. Maybe we'll pick some winners. All right, take care, guys. Bye.